The BBC's Newsnight programme has heard claims that phone hacking was taking place at the Sunday Mirror newspaper. The journalist who worked on the paper in the last decade has told the programme they knew about a number of celebrities being targeted. The Trinity Mirror newspaper group say that its journalists work within the law and the Press Complaints Code of Conduct. Let's speak to the Newsnight's Richard Watson, who's here with me now. So, Richard, how widespread was this?
Well, according to our source, who was very well placed at the Sunday Mirror for several years on the news desk, our source says the practice was actually quite widespread. It wasn't as endemic as it's described at the News of the World, but it was a widespread practice. And I can give you a couple of instances here. Our source says a few people on the news desk and designated reporters would be doing it pretty much every day. One reporter who was very good at it was described as the master of the dark art. So I think from the testimony we've got, and from two other sources who I've also spoken to who corroborate this account to a certain degree, we can be pretty sure that it was happening.
And this was done by journalists, not by private eyes, private investigators. And was this sanctioned at the highest level?
Well, that's of course the $64,000 question. Did management know? Many commentators believe that it's almost inconceivable that management didn't know, but of course there's been no admission for that, and management have denied knowing. I mean, Piers Morgan has gone on record as saying he didn't know anything about hacking, and he certainly didn't hack phones himself.
Piers Morgan, though, wasn't editor of the Sunday Mirror. He was editor of the Daily Mirror, wasn't he?
Right, yes. But I mean, he obviously has said he doesn't know anything about it whatsoever. I think this will now be interrogated by probably the Culture, Media and Sport Committee. It will certainly be a subject for investigation by the forthcoming judicial inquiry. The extent to which this practice was happening at the Sunday Mirror, the extent to which managers knew about it.
Is it also the case, or the belief, that this goes beyond the News of the World and the Sunday Mirror? It goes to a lot of other titles in Fleet Street as well?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think there is a general appreciation that this practice was going on in a far more widespread fashion than simply the News International papers, the News of the World certainly. I mean, now we've seen our evidence about the Sunday Mirror. I'm sure it was going on elsewhere as well.